Happy Pride Month, everybody. Yay! Yeah, I am Mayor Tishaura Jones, and with me today is President of the Board of Aldermen Megan Green, as Treasurer Adam Lane, and members of the Board of Aldermen. Too many of y'all to name, but most of you are here, and it's wonderful. Today, we kick off a month of celebrating our LGBTQIA plus community and for the significant role they play in arts and culture and politics and the fight for civil rights throughout the United States and the world. It's one of the most colorful months of the year because this community is beautiful, this community is vibrant, and this community is diverse, and everybody in it deserves a celebration. But I'm not gonna lie, this year Pride Month just hits different. After a stressful year of combating nearly 500 pieces of anti-LGBTQ legislation around the country, we've been reminded that our rights cannot be taken for granted. This coordinated attack, funded by hate groups, pushed for bans on drag performances and books with queer representation, to prohibitions on gender-affirming care, and sidelining trans-identifying youth who want to play sports with their friends. In Missouri, we watched as legislators ignored hundreds of families who spoke out against the government interfering with their right to make their own healthcare decisions or to participate in sports, and they still passed those horrible bills. But in St. Louis, we listen. In St. Louis, we condemn hateful attacks on our community. And in St. Louis, we push back. 1 year ago today, I established the city's first permanent LGBTQIA plus advisory board, who is actively working to hold our city accountable to the community. And last week, I signed an executive order directing all city departments to be more inclusive, from coordinating resources for gender-affirming care through the Department of Health, to directing the Department of Personnel to review its benefits and hiring practices, to ensuring that our rec centers are inclusive of trans youth and adults who want to play sports. St. Louis is sending a clear message that hate has no home here. I want to make sure that this Pride Month is the loudest and the proudest one this community has ever seen. But let's also remember our roots. The first Pride was a protest, and in St. Louis, you know we like to protest. And in St. Louis, you know we don't hesitate to stand up and fight back whenever trans lives are under attack. I want to thank everyone for making it out today, and I'm proud to turn the podium over to Marty Zuniga, President of Pride St. Louis. Marty.
Madam Mayor, Madam President, Mr. Treasurer, other elected officials here with us today, thank you for having us. Happy Pride Month. Even though some in our community live their lives openly, authentically, and unapologetically every day, we use LGBTQIA plus month to celebrate the beautiful and unique diversity we have in our community. Also to acknowledge those who paved the way for the rights we have today, uplift those from the most marginalized within our community, and educate those who are willing to learn and continue to fight for some of the rights that some still do not have today. Pride started as a riot, and in honor of hope, love, and solidarity, we raise this flag today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for everybody who came out today. I'm Megan Aaliyah Green, President of the Board of Aldermen. Just a few weeks ago, the Board of Aldermen passed a resolution in solidifying our support for our transgender community. It's no secret that almost every single one of us in city government has been hearing from constituents, from families, from parents who are petrified by the attacks that have been happening on our transgender community, in particular coming from the Missouri General Assembly. I've even heard from parents who are fleeing the state out of concern that their child will not be able to grow up and live their full life as themselves if they stay in this state. But we know that the city of St. Louis, our government, does not believe in those hateful tactics and does not believe in that type of hateful rhetoric. And we are committed as a city government to exercising everything that we can do in our power to make sure that we are fully supporting our LGBTQIA community. This means working with the mayor's office, working with our city councilor, determining what we have in our legislative authority to be able to fight back and combat the hateful attacks and hateful rhetoric that we see coming from our state legislature. So as we go into this Pride Month, know that as we celebrate, we are also standing up a resistance, much like the very first Pride, where we are standing together and recognizing that we will not tolerate hate in the St. Louis community, and we will continue to work to build a St. Louis that is truly inclusive of everyone.
Hello, y'all. Good morning. My name is Michaela Joy Kramer. I'm the executive director at Metro Transit Umbrella Group. I'm really encouraged by what Mayor Jones and the City of St. Louis has done most recently in signing Executive Order 77. It's wonderful to feel like we do not have to leave our state and have the city's backing behind us. There's certainly a lot more to still do, but with the past year, my experience here and what I've seen, I'm hopeful. And I think it's important to note, I do this work and I meet countless people, go to Jefferson City and see rooms full of supportive families, supportive parents, people who recognize, respect, and give us trans people humanity like we deserve. And so I would encourage you to consider this in June. Do you know a trans person personally? How can you change that? Might as well start today. So, thank you all.